Honey is a thick, sweet syrup made by honeybees. It's loaded with healthy plant compounds and has been linked to several health benefits. However, there's controversy surrounding which type of honey, raw or regular, is healthiest. Some people believe that the raw variety of honey is better for optimal health, while others claim there is no difference between the two. What is a raw honey? Raw honey is best described as honey as it exists in the beehive. It is made by extracting honey from the honeycombs of the hive and pouring it over a mesh or nylon cloth to separate the honey from impurities like beeswax and dead bees. Once strained, raw honey is bottled and ready to be enjoyed. On the other hand, the production of regular honey involves several more steps before it is bottled, such as pasteurization and filtration. Pasteurization is a process that destroys the yeast found in honey by applying high heat. This helps extend the shelf life and makes it smoother. Also, filtration further removes impurities like debris and air bubbles so that the honey stays as a clear liquid for longer. This is aesthetically appealing to many consumers. Some commercial honeys are additionally processed by undergoing ultrafiltration. This process further refines it to make it more transparent and smooth, but it can also remove beneficial nutrients like pollen, enzymes and antioxidants. Moreover, some manufacturers may add sugar or sweeteners to honey to reduce costs. What are the main differences between raw and regular honey? Raw and regular honey are processed quite differently. This can lead to a variety of distinctions between the two, especially in quality. Here are the main differences between raw and regular honey. Raw honey is more nutritious. Raw honey contains a wide variety of nutrients. It has approximately 22 amino acids, 31 different minerals and a wide range of vitamins and enzymes. However, the nutrients are only present in trace amounts. What's most impressive about raw honey is that it contains nearly 30 types of bioactive plant compounds. These are called polyphenols, and they act as antioxidants. Many studies have linked these antioxidants with impressive health benefits, including reduced inflammation and a lower risk of heart disease and certain cancers. Conversely, commercial honeys may contain fewer antioxidants due to processing methods. For example, one study compared the antioxidants in raw and processed honey from a local market. They found that the raw honey contained up to 4.3 times more antioxidants than the processed variety. Interestingly, one unofficial study by the US-based National Honey Board found that minimally processed honey contains levels of antioxidants and minerals that are similar to those of raw honey. However, there are very few studies comparing the two types. More research in this area can help shed light on the impact of processing on the antioxidants in honey. Most regular honey doesn't contain any pollen. Bees travel from flower to flower collecting nectar and pollen. The nectar and pollen are taken back to the beehive, where they are packed into the honeycomb and eventually become a food source for the bees. Bee pollen is surprisingly nutritious and contains over 250 substances, including vitamins, amino acids, essential fatty acids, micronutrients and antioxidants. In fact, the German Federal Ministry of Health recognizes bee pollen as a medicine. Bee pollen has been linked to many impressive health benefits. Studies have found that it may help fight inflammation and improve liver function. It also has properties that may help fight against heart disease and stroke. Unfortunately, processing methods like heat treatment and ultrafiltration can remove bee pollen. For example, one unofficial study analyzed 60 samples of commercial honey brands in the US and discovered that over 75% of all samples contained no pollen. Regular honey may have hidden sugars or sweeteners. Approximately 400 million pounds of honey are consumed in the US each year. Because honey is so popular, it's hard to meet this high demand from local suppliers alone. This is why approximately 70% of the honey consumed in the US is imported. However, there is serious concern worldwide about regular honey being contaminated with sugar or other sweeteners like high fructose corn syrup. Most health benefits are attributed to raw honey. Honey has been linked to some impressive health benefits. Studies have found that it may help reduce risk factors for heart disease like blood pressure and cholesterol, improve wound healing and even treat coughs. However, it's likely these health benefits are mostly related to raw honey, because it is higher in antioxidants and other beneficial components. One of these components is an enzyme called glucosoxytase. This enzyme helps produce molecules that give honey its antimicrobial and antibacterial properties. Unfortunately, this enzyme can be destroyed by processes like heating and filtering. Also, it's not entirely clear if minimally processed honeys have similar levels of antioxidants as raw honey. For example, an unofficial study found that minimally processed honeys had similar levels of antioxidants to raw honey, but significantly fewer enzymes. If you want to be sure to get all the health benefits, then you should choose raw honey. Raw honey is not the same as organic. Raw and organic honeys are subject to different regulations in different countries. Honey that is classified as raw is not allowed to be pasteurized or processed. Conversely, organic honey must simply come from a bee farm that meets the organic livestock standards of the United States Department of Agriculture, USDA. This means the bees, flowers and honey are not allowed to come in contact with pesticides, chemicals and other factors that go against the USDA's criteria. However, there is no specific rule that says it can't be pasteurized or processed. In the US, this means organic honey may also be pasteurized and processed. How to pick the healthiest honey? When it comes to choosing the healthiest honey, you should look for one that is raw. Raw honeys are not pasteurized and bypass filtration, a process that may reduce its nutrients. While minimally processed honeys are not bad, it's hard to know which ones are minimally processed without actually performing tests beforehand. If you would prefer a minimally processed honey because of its texture, it's best to buy it from a local beekeeper, as they are far less likely to be ultrafiltered. Raw honey benefits: antioxidants, antibacterial and antifungal, heal wounds, boost immunity, digestion and gut health, sore throat. Risks: most of the honey you find in grocery stores is pasteurized. The high heat kills unwanted yeast, can improve the color and texture, removes any crystallization, and extends the shelf life. Many of the beneficial nutrients are also destroyed in the process. If you're interested in trying raw honey, buy it from a trusted local producer. Here are some health benefits raw honey has to offer. 1. A good source of antioxidants. Raw honey contains an array of plant chemicals that act as antioxidants. Some types of honey have as many antioxidants as fruits and vegetables. Antioxidants help to protect your body from cell damage due to free radicals. Free radicals contribute to the aging process and may also contribute to the development of chronic diseases such as cancer and heart disease. Research shows that antioxidant compounds in honey called polyphenols may play a role in preventing heart disease. 2. Antibacterial and antifungal properties. Research has shown that raw honey can kill unwanted bacteria and fungus. It naturally contains hydrogen peroxide, an antiseptic. Its effectiveness as an antibacterial or antifungal varies depending on the honey, but it's clearly more than a folk remedy for these kinds of infections. 3. Heal wounds. Manuka honey is used in medical settings to treat wounds because it's been found to be an effective germ killer and also aids in tissue regeneration. Studies show that Manuka honey can boost healing time and reduce infection. Keep in mind that the honey used in hospital settings is medical grade, meaning it's inspected and sterile. It's not a good idea to treat cuts with honey you buy from a store. 4. Phytonutrient powerhouse. Phytonutrients are compounds found in plants that help protect the plant from harm. For example, some keep insects away or shield the plant from ultraviolet radiation. The phytonutrients in honey are responsible for its antioxidant properties, as well as its antibacterial and antifungal power. They're also thought to be the reason raw honey has shown immune-boosting and anti-cancer benefits. Heavy processing destroys these valuable nutrients. 5. Help for digestive issues. Honey is sometimes used to treat digestive issues such as diarrhea, though there isn't much research to show that it works. It's proven to be effective as a treatment for Helicobacter pylori, H. pylori, bacteria, though, a common cause of stomach ulcers. It's also a potent prebiotic, meaning it nourishes the good bacteria that live in the intestines, which are crucial not only for digestion but overall health. 6. Soothe a sore throat. Have a cold? Try a spoonful of honey. Honey is an old sore throat remedy. Add it to hot tea with lemon when a cold virus hits you. It also works as a cough suppressant. Research has suggested that honey is as effective as dextromethorphan, a common ingredient in over-the-counter cough medication. Just take 1 or 2 teaspoonfuls, straight. Are there any risks? In addition to beneficial probiotics and nutrients, raw honey can also carry harmful bacteria such as Clostridium botulinum. This is particularly dangerous for babies. Raw honey should never be given to an infant less than a year old. Symptoms of botulism poisoning in infants may include constipation, slow breathing, sagging eyelids, absence of gagging, loss of head control, paralysis that spreads downward, poor feeding, lethargy, weak cry. In adults, symptoms can include an initial short period of diarrhea and vomiting, followed by constipation and more severe symptoms, such as blurred vision and muscle weakness. See a doctor if you experience any of these symptoms after eating raw honey. Honey for allergies. What are allergies? Seasonal allergies are the plague of many who love the great outdoors. They usually begin in February and last until August or September. Seasonal allergies occur when plants start to produce pollen. Pollen is a powder-like substance that helps plants make seeds and reproduce. People can inhale pollen, which leads to seasonal allergies. The allergies occur when the body perceives the pollen as a foreign invader, similar to a bacteria or a virus. In response, the body mounts an attack. This results in symptoms such as sneezing, watery and itchy eyes, a runny nose, sore throat, coughing, headaches, trouble breathing. There are over-the-counter treatments available for seasonal allergies, but many people prefer natural treatments instead. One example rumored to help with seasonal allergies is local honey. Local honey is raw, unprocessed honey made close to where you live. This honey is rumored to help allergies, but scientists and doctors are skeptical. Why is honey believed to help allergies? The idea behind honey treating allergies is similar to that of a person getting allergy shots. But while allergy shots have been proven to be effective, honey hasn't. When a person eats local honey, they are thought to be ingesting local pollen. Over time, a person may become less sensitive to this pollen. As a result, they may experience fewer seasonal allergy symptoms. It's true that bees pollinate flowers and make honey. But the amounts of pollen from the environment and plants are thought to be very small and varied. When a person eats local honey, they have no guarantee how much, if any, pollen they're being exposed to. This differs from allergy shots that purposefully desensitize a person to pollen at standard measurements. What research has been conducted regarding honey and allergies? One study examined the effect of pasteurized honey on allergy symptoms compared to local honey. The results showed that neither group who ate honey experienced relief from seasonal allergies. However, a different study found that honey eaten at a high dose did improve a person's allergy symptoms over a period of 8 weeks. These studies have conflicting results and small sample sizes. This makes it hard to determine if local honey could reliably help a person reduce their seasonal allergy symptoms. Larger-scale studies are needed to confirm or recommend a certain amount of honey. What you should know before you use honey as a treatment. Doctors and researchers haven't recommended a certain amount of honey a person should eat each day to relieve their seasonal allergy symptoms. Plus, there are no guarantees how much pollen may be in a serving of local honey. Note that you should not give honey to children under the age of 1. This is because raw, unprocessed honey has a risk for botulism in infants. Also, some people who have a severe allergy to pollen can experience a serious allergic reaction known as anaphylaxis after eating honey. This can cause extreme difficulty breathing. Others may experience allergic reactions such as itching or swelling of the mouth, throat, or skin. Conclusions on honey and allergies. Honey hasn't been scientifically proven to reduce allergies. However, it can still be a tasty alternative to sugary foods. Some people also use it as a cough suppressant. If you have seasonal allergies, you may need to look for a medically proven treatment. Examples include over-the-counter allergy medicines or simply avoiding going outside as much as possible. Final conclusion is, if you are not allergic, use raw honey as the best way for your health.